Padres fans, we're here to give you a 360 view and an all-access pass to your San Diego Padres. Here's what we have on deck for today's show. We kick it off with everyone's favorite segment, Between Two Bases with Ryan Buchter, this time featuring Padres catcher Austin Hedges. Plus, we sit down with your Friars 2017 first-round draft pick, Mackenzie Gore. And in light of this special POV Father's Day episode, we take Kirby Yates and his dad on a tour of the Ping Factory. All that and more now on this brand new episode of Padres POV presented by Nissan. Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new episode of Padres POV. I'm your host, Michelle Margot. Since it's Father's Day weekend, we've decided to take you to a very special place here at Lake Poway, the perfect spot to enjoy Father's Day. One of the most amazing fathers of all time, Tony Gwynn, is the beautiful statue behind me. It's him holding his daughter Anisha, defining the type of dad T was. Well guys, Ryan Buchter is back at it again with another episode of Between Two Bases. His next victim, catcher Austin Hedges. Take it away, Ryan.
Good morning and welcome back Between Two Bases. And as I start all of my shows, ¿Cómo estás? I'm here with Austin Hedges, catcher for your San Diego Padres. Austin, how are you?
I'm good, Ryan. How are you?
Oh, you look so happy to be here right now.
So happy.
How do you say where you're from?
San Juan Capistrano.
It sounds like a deli meat that Juan would get on a sandwich.
Can I get the San Juan Capistrano? Like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
No?
No.
Can I get a little extra Capistrano on my San Juan?
That's actually,
see?
I
Now
get
we're
it now.
talking.
I get it.
So, San Juan Capistrano, you know your hometown at all?
I know everything about my hometown.
Who's the mayor?
I don't know that.
Sorry, Carrie. Miss Ferguson, Mayor Ferguson. He doesn't know you.
Sorry,
What
Mary.
about the city manager?
Yeah, I don't
Ben?
know that either.
Doesn't know you either. Ben Siegel. Shout out. What's up, Doc? No stolen bases in your career.
None. I had a really good jump the other day.
None.
It was a foul ball.
Were you
Do I
gonna
need
be
to
safe?
try? I was going to be safe, standing up.
Do
Yeah.
you still have zero?
I still have zero.
Zero. No stolen bases.
I'm not fast.
Albert Pujols, big guy, right? Has over 100 career stolen bases.
Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
So that's
incredible. if you
over
think about it.
100 more than I do?
Right. I feel like, you start practicing a little, eating less Capistrano, and you might be able to
I think that's the secret. Less Capistrano, more
bases.
bases.
Solid.
Between. On the bases, not between them.
With bases.
With more bases.
You can hold it over your head like Ricky.
On the first one,
Yeah.
I'll probably do it.
Talk to me about your walkout song.
I mean, it's probably the best one in the league.
Careless Whisper by Wham or George Michael, whatever you're a fan
Rest
of.
in peace. I had a good recommendation from a teammate. One of our guys out in the bullpen thought it was a pretty good idea.
In 2016, he was your teammate.
He was.
He was. Good teammate then?
He was. He was a better teammate then than now.
Really? Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. he
Well,
was.
what did he do so well down there in El Paso when you guys won the 3A championship?
He was energetic. Didn't
Lot of
really,
energy.
didn't play much. He was a good team player from the bench. Rode a lot of pine, but when he did play, he was all right. It's good. Better teammate then than now.
Would you consider him your best teammate at the time? And to this day?
At the time, he was in the top 25 on the team for teammates.
Right. There's only 25 guys on the roster.
I mean, I was just being honest. It's pretty accurate.
Don't forget whose show this is.
Oh yeah.
Hey, are you smart?
Yeah, I'm real smart.
Smarter than a fifth grader?
Yeah.
Budapest is the capital of what European country?
Hungry.
Spell it.
H
You got that right. Nice. We're going in the right
Okay.
direction. All right.
U N G R Y.
You got the question right. You got the spelling wrong. I love it. Spelled Hungary.
With an A?
Yeah.
I almost said H-A. That would have been bad, huh?
Hangry.
I'm hangry sometimes.
Very hangry.
Yeah.
Now a national historical park. What site was headquarters for George Washington and his army in the winter of 1777/78?
Fort Knox.
I was going to give you a multiple choice before you jumped the gun. I will take Fort Knox and say it's like nowhere near where we're going,
Okay.
right? Mount Vernon,
No.
Bunker Hill, Valley Forge.
Valley Forge.
Do you know where he's from?
It's from Virginia.
Mount Vernon, Virginia?
Is that in Virginia?
It is Valley Forge.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Ah!
I went through a lot of website Google searches to find stuff on you, and you're a really, really boring person. I actually thought about canceling this because I couldn't get anything. Thank God I'm hilarious.
I feel like I lived up to my expectations,
no,
though.
good. No, that everything was
If they were
great.
down here, at least I lived up to it.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here with Between Two Bases. Throw it back to Michelle and my show. Thanks, Austin.
Thanks, Ryan.
Whatever you say, Ryan. Coming up, Padres reliever Kirby Yates' dad gives us a little insight into what it's like growing up with baseball in the Yates household. Plus, an exclusive interview with Mackenzie Gore, the Friars' first pick in this year's draft. Stay tuned.
I try to be consistent with my delivery and so I can throw strikes.
But before we go to break, POV and Fox Sports San Diego would like to take the time to recognize one of the greatest fathers of all time, Mr. Padre Tony Gwynn. June 16th marks the anniversary of Tony's passing, and remembering him on this Father's Day weekend reminds us that he is forever in our hearts and that legends never die.
I had a blast. I truly enjoyed it. But it wouldn't have been nearly as much fun if you hadn't been as supportive as you were. So I say thank you.
We had just finished the game, first regional Stony Brook had ever won, and we're out in the parking lot waiting to get on the bus. And our families are out there, so we probably had 150 people out in this little parking lot just, talking. And I get a phone call from the Padres, and they said, yeah, we drafted you in the first round, 44th pick. And all the guys, as soon as my phone rang, they huddled up around me to hear what was going on. And I told them the news, and it was like a mosh pit out there, man. Everyone went nuts. So I remember that like it was yesterday.
I thought I was going to go in the first round. I didn't go in the first round, and the second round happened early that morning, and my mom came rushing into my room and started shaking me, waking me up. You got drafted by the San Diego Padres, blah, 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 this pick. Like, oh my gosh, I was like, what? Like, at that point when I went to bed, I was like, am I even going to get drafted? Like, I guess maybe I'm going to college. I don't know what I'm going to do. So that was kind of a whirlwind of emotions, but I can't be any happier that the Padres gave me that opportunity.
Back here on Padres POV, presented by Nissan here at Lake Poway. With a lake, places to walk, and a great area for some barbecue, it's the perfect spot to spend your Father's Day with your pops. Another great way to celebrate Father's Day with your dad is to get drafted 3rd overall by the San Diego Padres, which is just what Mackenzie Gore did. Here is his exclusive interview with Jesse Agler and Bill Center.
Well, a very, very big day around all of baseball, and particularly, of course, with the Padres, the number 3 overall selection in the 2017 draft, and they spent it on a left-handed pitcher from Whiteville, North Carolina, Mackenzie Gore. He joins us now from his home in North Carolina. Beautiful-looking place, too. Hey, Mackenzie, man, first of all, congratulations, and welcome to the San Diego Padres family.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No, it's our pleasure. Great to talk with you. So let us know what this day was like for you. I mean, were you able to sleep last night? What time did you wake up? How did you sort of kill the hours before the draft started?
Yeah, I slept. I got to sleep last night. I got some good sleep. The day did get long as it got closer to time, but it wasn't too bad.
Let's come right out of the chute and talk pitching, okay? I mean, we read all the little scouting reports, and every website, of course, has an expert these days. I'm seeing a fastball that kind of can sit up around 93, 94. Sounds like a really good curveball, slider, changeup, the true pitch mix. You take us, though, through your arsenal. I'm sick of reading what other people have to say. Take us through what you like to do out on the hill.
You gotta start my fastball, low 90s fastball, and when I need to go get one, I'll get up in the mid 90s, and then all my breaking stuff, I feel like I can throw it, any time of the count, 3-2, when I need to get some big punch out or change up when I need a ground ball double play. So
it's been your fastball that really has picked up a couple miles an hour the last year or so, right? I mean, the other parts of your repertoire were already there. The fastball has actually increased volume.
Yeah, I was big in the fall. I gained about 15 pounds. I got a lot stronger in the weight room, and that's where that came from.
Does much of the velocity come from your delivery, which is, by the way, a very high leg kick, sort of a traditional style? How did the delivery begin, and how much of the velocity in the fastball and your other pitches come out of the leg kick?
To be honest, I really don't know how the leg kick started. I've always done it since about middle school. It kind of got big like that. But now I don't know if the velocity really came from the big leg kick or whatever. It's just I try to be consistent with my delivery and so I can throw strikes. That's kind of more what I'm worried about, is the strikes instead of the velocity.
Well, what's your out pitch? Big situation, maybe 3-2, bases loaded, 2 outs. Not that I think the bases were ever loaded against you in high school, but if they were, what pitch are you going to in that spot?
I'm going with a fastball. Really hitting my spot on the fastball.
How many innings did you pitch this year, and going into the summer after you sign, what do you think your schedule will be? Is it going to be a busy summer, or do you need a little break here?
I threw 74 innings this high school, and I have no idea what my schedule will be like this summer.
Well, 74 is not like they overused you.
No, it was just, I went out there, every 7 days, and I had to start, so.
And when you were at Petco Park last year, some pitchers like different mounds. It's always been interesting to me. You got a chance to pitch on the major league mound. How did you find it? Was it a mound that you liked throwing off of?
Oh, yeah. I kind of feel like every major league mound will be really nice and good to throw on.
And what about when you looked around the ballpark?
It was big.
A little bit bigger than Whiteville, North Carolina?
Just a little bit.
And how big is Whiteville?
It's a small town. I don't know exactly how many people are in it, but big time baseball town, and it was a time in the 80s where we were called Baseball Town USA. So a lot of history.
Yeah, a lot of great draft history coming out of there as well, and obviously Mackenzie Gore has written the latest chapter in that history, not just in Whiteville, North Carolina, but in San Diego with the Padres. Mackenzie, thanks so much for your time, man. Congratulations again, and we look forward to meeting you soon.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Still to come, find out what it was like for Kirby Yates growing up in Hawaii and having a brother who also played in the big leagues. And we recap some of the Padres' top draft picks. But first, let's test your knowledge with some Padres POV trivia. Who was the only first-round draft pick selected by the Friars to later be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Is it A, Goose Gossage, B, Dave Winfield, or C, Tony Gwynn? We'll tell you right after this. Welcome back to Padres POV presented by Nissan. Before the break, we asked you who the only Friar was to be drafted in the first round and later be inducted into the Hall of Fame. If you answered B, Dave Winfield, you're correct. The 4th overall pick in 1973 ended his storied career with 12 All-Star selections, 465 home runs, and 3,310 hits. Not bad, Winfield. The 117th Golf U.S. Open Championship is this weekend, and we asked a few of the guys their predictions on who the champion will be.
I'll take Ricky Fowler. Yeah, I like the way he's been playing lately, so that'd be my pick.
I'm going to go Jordan Spieth. He's my favorite golfer, so I'm rooting for him, and hopefully he wins it.
Take Spieth.
Dustin Johnson.
I hope that somebody that's not that notable wins it.
I'm going with my boy Chuck Hoffman. Yeah, kind of a local guy here. I think he's going to play well this weekend.
I'm going to go Spieth. Part of me is Texas bias, but his game's coming together right now. I think he's got a good chance.
Be sure to catch the U.S. Open all weekend long on Fox. San Diego sports fans, be sure to check out Fox Sports San Diego's newest show, Inside San Diego Sports, airing every Tuesday night after Padres Live, the postgame show. Coming up this week on Inside San Diego Sports, it's a special Father's Day edition featuring Trevor and Glenn Hoffman, Tony Gwynn Jr., and Mark Sweeney. You won't want to miss it.
I had a really good relationship with my dad.
Being a kid. He let us be a kid. You know, that's Dad.
In case you missed it, you can always visit foxsportssandiego.com for all the latest videos and articles. Time now to recap some of the Padres' other top picks from this year's MLB Amateur Draft. In the second round, the Padres selected high school catching sensation Luis Campusano-Bracero out of Cross Creek High School in Augusta, Georgia. The 39th overall pick packs an explosive arm, polished defensive skills, and enticing hitting power. The 69th overall pick for the Padres was modern-day high school catcher Blake Hunt, who has outstanding throwing velocity, hitting mechanics, and a pop time routinely clocked below 2 seconds. The Padres' 78th overall pick was White House High School outfielder Mason House, whose incredible speed, power, and athletic abilities impressed scouts all over the nation. We're all excited here at Fox Sports San Diego to see what they contribute to the future Friars. After the break, Padres relief pitcher Kirby Yates and his dad sit down with us after touring the Pink Factory for a Father's Day special. Stay with us.
That surfing.
He doesn't like it when I beat him, though.
Can we cut that?
The most recent memories that were created on this father's trip that we just had in Arizona, my dad had the best time ever. I mean, he's never been able to travel with the team on the plane and see what we go through and what it's like traveling is one. He had a great time. We got to share a room, have 2 beds in the same room, had some father-son bonding time. That last trip takes the cake, and he's told me that several times since.
Being able to be with my family and my dad and get to see him actually hit a home run in St. Louis, it was pretty special.
He played in the little men's league when I was growing up, and he was a catcher, so I got to throw to him. He'd gear up in the backyard and block sliders in the dirt and everything. It was great.
Wouldn't be here without him. I mean, not even close to here without him.
Welcome back to Padres POV, presented by Nissan. We continue here at Lake Poway, the perfect spot to spend your Father's Day weekend. Speaking of spending time with your dad, during the Padres' dad's trip, we took Kirby Yates and his pops to the Pink Factory in Phoenix, Arizona. Take a look. Hey Padres fans, we're here with Kirby Yates and his dad Gary, and we're about to tour the Pink Factory. You guys ready?
Awesome, let's do it.
Welcome to Ping. I'm Pat. I'll be your host today. Nice seeing you all. Thank you for your time.
Where should we start?
Well, we have our putter lab here, so grab the one that you like the best. We're going to reveal to the world here how good you are.
All right, calm down.
2 for 2. That green circle tells us that it has a lot of consistency. If it was yellow, you would be a little less consistent. And if it was red, we would discuss maybe another sport. A very good score for your first time. We can go to the next spot. This is kind of like the Fort Knox of the West, if you will, for golf especially.
This is so cool.
Yeah. This is the book that took years to write. It's called And the Putter Went Ping. Probably the most comprehensive history of ping from start to where we are now. Karsten wanted to commemorate these wins, so he gold-plated one for the player, one for the collection, And now we have close to 3,000 clubs in this room.
So what did you guys think?
Pretty neat stuff to see what the pros do and how they get their equipment dialed in and, you know, better their game.
Is golf kind of a father-son hobby you guys do?
Yeah.
That, surfing.
He doesn't like it when I beat him, though.
Can we cut that?
You have an older brother who also
Yeah.
played in the big leagues.
Yeah, that Tyler and Kirby have made it to pro balls from where we live is really, I mean, the odds on that happening are astronomical. I feel really blessed.
What was it like growing up in Hawaii?
You know, it's super relaxed and everybody's really tight over there, and especially our family. I think, you know, when you grow up there, you understand morals of how important family is, and, you know, that's just, to me, it's pretty cool.
So if there's one team in all of Major League Baseball that is the closest thing to Hawaii, it's got to be San Diego.
San Diego. We always said that. Tyler and me would always talk, and it's just like, you know, where would you want to play? We'd always say San Diego. And now that I'm here, I just feel truly blessed, and, you know, I'm excited for the opportunity.
What has impressed you the most about this young team so far?
The amount of fun that we have on a daily basis. Everybody's in a great mood when you come to the field. And you don't get that in certain places, you know? The fact that you can show up to the field every day and everybody's in a good mood, regardless of what happened the day before, I think is absolutely huge.
Gary, tell us something about Kirby that we wouldn't know otherwise.
Oh, gosh. Give me a minute. A lot of people think that Major League Baseball players just come out and it's natural and, you know, things are given to them. A lot of times it is. Kirby was really highly recruited out of high school, went to college, blew his elbow out, and was a hard road after that. But he never gave up, never gave up.
Oh, why did you stick with it for so long?
When I went undrafted, you know, I've always told the story that me and him were barbecuing out. We were just having a conversation, what's next? We didn't know. I had a scholarship to go play at Mesa State College in Division II, and I was going to honor that and go, and just happened to get a call the next morning and asked if I wanted to play baseball, and it was an opportunity, and I took it, and I had him and Tyler and everybody in my family that had watched me play baseball my whole life, and they were in my corner, and they knew I could do it, so they kind of gave me not more drive, but motivation and confidence in myself to be able to, like, I can pull this off and I can do it. So, you know, when I got to the big leagues, I've always said, like, I wasn't nervous at all. It was just, you know, super gratifying that I had made it, and, you know, everybody's in my corner and everybody was extremely proud of me.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, that's a wrap for this Father's Day episode of Padres POV. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you next week when we bust out the spray paint with Padres outfielder Matt Caesar. From the beautiful Lake Poway, I'm Michelle Margot. Cue the rollout.
Ready to do this?
Love San Diego.
You got it absolutely wrong, dude. That's awesome.
We're done. Cut.